welcome back to my channel. This is called the Lazy Landlady channel, and on this channel we talk about all things about automation, delegation, and elimination in your landlording business. We want to work smarter and absolutely not harder. So today we're going to talk about rooming houses. So I am an experienced rooming house landlord. So for the past few years I've owned a rooming house. Also, I have single family houses as well, but today we're specifically talking about rooming houses, and at least three things that we want to talk about today is deciding what niche you want to rent to, the furniture or the amenities that you want to provide, and also some tips and tricks about locks on the doors. So the first one is finding your niche. Me specifically, I rent to low income people, that are mentally ill, drug and alcohol background, by history and not actively, and also I rent to the VA. So those three target groups, they have case managers that I correspond with, and they follow them in their case throughout their duration of their lease. So that way I don't have to worry about tenant landlord court. I just correspond with the case manager directly, and if they're not a good fit, or if they relapse on drugs, or don't pay, then I can get them out through with the case manager. And also about payment, I need to say that most times 100% of these people that I put into the rooming house have payees. I don't have to worry about them not paying, but there are like a small teeny percent that may be on a particular program that requires them to have a job where they pay a partial rent. However, almost 100% of the people that I house into the rooming houses have payments or payees, and so I get the payments from the VA or a structured facility like a mental health provider or something like that. So make sure that you always have a backup plan. You don't want, for this particular low income housing, they can't afford a regular house, so that's why they want to rent a room. So the rates vary depending on the size of the room and depending on the amenities. So I do not let people live there unless they have a case manager and unless they have a payee that can be responsible for paying their rent. So that's the niche that I rent to. The second thing I want to mention today is about furnishing in your house for your roomers and also amenities. Okay, so what I do is I provide a small dresser in each and every bedroom. It's a large house with multiple bedrooms, but they have a shared kitchen and 3 full bathrooms, so they're able, and the bathrooms are shared as well. So it's 8 rooms, 3 full bathrooms, so they're able to share the bathrooms themselves. Share the bathrooms on every floor, but there's only one common kitchen in the house, so that has to be shared as well. So the dresser in the room, that's provided that they can use that, so that's beneficial because they don't have to worry about a place to put their items when they move in. And also I provide a fridge, obviously, and a stove in the kitchen. Also have a microwave there, so if they want to warm up their food, they can. Now, some people complain that their food is stolen sometimes because it is a common living area. But I do allow them to have a refrigerator in their room if they would like. But that would be up to them and their cost to provide it. The third thing I want to mention as far as furniture is the beds. So we used to provide beds, but now we don't, only because sometimes they get ruined too much and the turnover is just too high for us to keep providing beds. So we ask that they bring their own beds with them. Okay, lastly, I want to talk about locks on the door. That's important. Landlord Locks is a website that you can go to, and they have a master key lock system for all of your doors, no matter where they are in location. You can have one master key that will fit every single door, whether it's the same building or not. However, I don't use landlord locks, but what I do use for the individual rooms, their bedrooms, I use the top lock as a tumbler, so they need a key for that. And the bottom lock, I use a closet handle with no key at all, so that it's impossible for them to get locked out. So when they're leaving their room, they have to use a key to lock the top lock. And I did that because before they used to always lose their keys. or lock themselves out, because I have self-closing doors with the hinges that just close themselves. So that's like a fire safety method that, I have. The doors are like self-closing. So they used to, and they're metal. So they used to always leave their keys or lose their keys, or either leave their keys into the room. So I stopped that by taking off the bottom lock and replacing it with the closet lock, and the top is a tumbler. So you have to lock the door on your way out, so you have to have your key. Okay, so that solved that problem. So for the exterior locks, what I use now is this Schlage Key Lock. So you have to put in a 4-digit code, and you can give each tenant their own code, or you can have your own master code, or you can give each tenant their own code plus an alternate code for their company if you like, whoever they have their visitors rather. So you can do that. So it gives you an option to code in or program in multiple codes. So that's a life changer. So when people move in, just to sum all of this up, in the rooming house, they don't need a key to the front door. All they need is a key to their room door. So that reduced the cost of me making keys, and also reduce the cost of me having to pay for keys. So now they only get one key when they move in, opposed to 2. So leave a comment below to tell me some tips that you have in regards to, or even questions that you have in regards to running a rooming house. It's so many tips that I could provide, but today I just wanted to focus on these 3. The niche, make sure you pick one. The furnishings, make sure you decide what you're willing to provide and what you're not. And also the locks. You determine what is easiest for you, because remember, we want to work smarter and absolutely not harder. See you, lazy landladies. Bye-bye.